Hello. I wanted to do something a little different because I played this game without recording. I thought it was a pretty good one. And I kind of wanted to see, kind of retrospectively, if I would have made any different decisions. So, we get here, and Oh, what if I select? I don't remember. I think I go marksman spec. Yeah, I marksman spec. So. Alright, let's do fast. So I set up relatively standard. My thought process here was basically, he's supply spec, he might go air. I already have the marksman, I don't really need much to deal with it. But he did go air, which honestly I don't see. I ended up taking the fangs as my chaff of choice turn 1, in case they made this wasp play. Though, given the fact that they have the Mustangs and everything else, I'm not sure. Like, I was kind of expecting wasps, but looking at it, I'm not 100% sure why they did it. I had decent answers. So in my head, kind of what I was thinking at this point is, alright, there's not a whole lot of air here, and I feel like, for the most part, I pair up well with sledgies into the crawlers and the Mustangs. So I'm kind of thinking, if I can get my foot in the door... Oh, I want to get back. Ah, stop. 2. Round 1, round 2. So yeah, I don't want the improved cards. I didn't think heavy armor was good. I took the missile so I could do exactly this and hit the wasps. And then I'm just mass recruiting. I want to get fangs, because I want to be better prepared for wasps. I was not prepared for this. So I didn't know he was going to hit, but I'm really glad I set these fangs back here. I was expecting a wasp flank, not this. This was interesting to me. But yeah, I loaded up on fangs specifically to help deal with wasps. Play. Oh, it's counting down. Reorganizing, okay. So, boom happens. I want to see this. I fend off the left side very well. The right side I lose. And this right side becomes kind of a pain point the whole game. So looking at this, I suspect, yeah, this should have been an easy win, but they get my tower. And I'm put into an awkward position where they crush me here, and these guys are too far away to do anything. So they do a decent job of kind of separating my lines. Alright, so round 3 comes in, we're off at these units. He goes to the Typhoon, which I think is weird. I was really debating here between the Wraith and the Badger. I wasn't sure what was the right choice. I went with the Badger. And then this, I was not expecting the Typhoon flank. My thought process was, I can kill everything on the ground, and then I can just kind of tank up a bunch of stuff that's hard for the wasp to get through. Now, I wasn't expecting the additions here. I was thinking of these sledgehammers as basically late chaff, but I'm really glad I placed them here. And then this is to go here to mirror this, and this is just to help me win against the Mustangs and the Crawler, but retrospectively, these should have gone over here, because that's where the level Mustangs were, and the level Crawlers. these little two crawlers are kind of a pain point. And these typhoons just shred everything. I stomped through pretty good on the right, but the same thing, this right flank is killing me. Handle the left fine, right flank's killing me. And I'm winning the right front and losing the left front. So I'm winning and losing very asymmetrically. Alright, let's pick this up. And boom. But we get through that one. And that was honestly just luck. So here what comes up. I don't remember what I take. Do I take Powertrain? No, I take Improved Wraith. And then I buy Wraith, and I think I place one here and one here. And then he goes for the Steel Balls, which is very interesting to me. Because he goes Steel Balls with range to counteract my Badgers. But I go double Wraith so I can clear out these sides a lot better. Help my marksman get in. And it's pretty because, like, he really doesn't have many units coming in my front. I'm just fighting here. So left side gets stomped, even with the photon. Right side's still struggling a bit. But they get these two big units through. So, like usual, I keep losing this right hand side. I should have considered that my opponent could have taken photon. I don't ever think about defensive powers being used on flanks very much. So this puts me in another, I lose the back. And so I barely won the last round. Now I'm gonna lose this round. So now's where I'm starting to think I need to level some things and power some things up. I believe I take Efficient Tech Research. I was debating between the Barrier and the Efficient Tech Research. They took a subsidized marksman, which I thought was weird, because they had no marksman on the board. Now, he's immediately going to win this right side harder. I don't know that he's teched these shields, and then I drop my missile here. So I think pretty much I'm thinking, I drop a missile here, and I think now's when I put some chaff in front of these, yeah. And it really kills me, because he bought the missile preempting it. Like, that is such good play. I don't know. Maybe I should have been putting another, like, sniper here. So this is going to do tons of damage. And mine does absolutely nothing. I would have been better off using it here. The steel balls eat. Just absolutely eat. My fire badgers. But I did get the levels on my sledges. So they're doing a good job into this not reinforced. Like, Sledgehammer was good against the Mustangs. If I can save my tower, but I'm just always a step behind the power curve of what this guy's doing. I'm not prepared for the amount of investment that he's willing to put in. I just find it so interesting. I don't think I've ever played a player that is so heavily invested in the flanks. Alright, so we'll wrap up this. So now at this point, I'm kind of just waiting on, like, a big unit drop. And we get the boat. And the boat's the big unit drop that I think I'm needing. I was kind of debating between Rhino and Sabertooth, but I'm just like, they're gonna get eaten. He went with the Rhino. So at this point, I've got these sledges with field maintenance to kind of tank for me. I now have the boat, and I'm thinking the boat's gonna be my carry. So I get the chin guns and I get more boats. I'm just like, you know what? I'm putting a boat on each flank. And then I'm most scared of this, so I just load it up. So I know that nothing can touch my boats. He's invested so much in these steel balls. The only thing he really has shooting up is these Typhoons, and they're just not going to do it. I mean, he has the Mustangs, but the Mustangs are getting pretty distracted by the sledgehammers. Now, I was a little surprised that I lost this left side this hard, because he got the extra steel balls, but I have chin guns on the boat, and the Mustangs, I didn't think they're going to be able to do quite enough to get him out of this. Yeah, and the field maintenance sledges are just doing really well. So at this point, this is where I outpace him. He goes supply, I go for tempo. And I think this is where he just loses it. Because he's getting these level 1 marksmen that aren't going to do anything against my boats. So I upgrade on my boats. I put the absorption module on the Wraith, because I want it to tank in front of my boat. And at this point, I feel like he's just too far behind. He is getting the electromagnetic tech here, but these marksmen are going to die to whatever exists. I'm really confused by this constant missile. Like, he's falling so far behind economically, but he's choosing an economic game with the super supply enhancement. And this is where I was able to claw the game back. I was constantly playing behind, especially over here. So I spent all my money on upgrades and tech, so I just throw these 2 crawlers to use up my deployments, just to distract these steel balls mostly, and put them where they wouldn't get missiled. So, doing well on the sides, these doing great with the crawlers, did a good job of distracting the steel balls momentarily. We're absolutely eating the flanks now. And then we have our late waves coming in. And these sledges are just being absolutely beautiful chaff. Because the only thing that can really eat through them are these steel balls, and the steel balls can't shoot up. So the Mustangs are getting stuck on them. It's going well. Like, I really think that, like, this was the throw. The supply enhancement, that did it. I was really sad I didn't kill him here when I saw that he took the supply enhancement. I thought I was dead. I take the Phoenixes here, because I'm like, he's taking Phoenixes, I'm gonna take Phoenixes. And we're just gonna have an air battle. And then I need distractions. I also wanted to really load up this side to take out that Rhino. So now we've got our missile strikes back. I should have expected the photon, but honestly I completely forgot about it. I was smart enough this time. Get rid of the Wasp. Wasp was the problem child. It needs to be gone. I think the Typhoons were kind of like a desperate play from him. Like, yeah, they shoot in the air, but you didn't tech aerial specialization. You're just putting these kind of weak shields. And I go Mothership, thinking, if I knew the Typhoons were coming, I probably wouldn't have gone Mothership. But I was just thinking, I know he went Phoenixes. Like, I didn't know he went Phoenixes, but I'm thinking that I assume that's where he's going. The same thing, deploy my own deployments. So I put these crawlers coming right kind of near here to deal with the steel ball. So, like, the Typhoons are working well against the decisions that I was making. I just think he fell too far behind economically. So this is causing more trouble than I believe it should have. I was really scared here that this was going to take my tower and have a problem, but it died fast enough. Chin gun is love, chin gun is life. And he wasted money on this quantum pre-assembly tech. I really think that he took that big loss and just he threw the game away. But I think maybe because I can't tell what my opponent was thinking. I'm assuming he was expecting different plays from what I made. I feel like it's when you're playing the aggro position, I feel like it's so greedy to go for the economic play. But I was the one that was kind of grinding things out. So maybe he was trying to, maybe he thought I was going to take the economic play, and then he was trying to match it. But even then, you still take the tempo play and punish me, because you probably win. So I thought this was really interesting, because it's a game where I was really losing on the sides. Like, specifically this flank here, I just was not prepared for the amount of power being pumped into this flank. And I was very much fighting on 4 different fronts. If he had just gone in with a bit more power, maybe even using the money to get level 2 units instead of wasting all of that resources on the super supply spec, I'm fairly certain I would have lost this. But I'm not sure what I could have done differently. I'm very happy with the fangs as my early chaff for the wasps. I'm very happy with how I continued to kind of fan out these flanks and prepare for more things. I wasn't expecting the continued reinforcement. I was expecting this to just kind of shut it down and then be late chaff. I don't know if field maintenance was the right choice. I liked it. I felt like its entire purpose was to disincentivize these Mustangs because I knew I was going to be going air, and if I hadn't got the boat drop, I was probably going to buy it. The boat drop was really, really lucky for me. Just because in my head, that's where I saw that I needed to go. It was either going to be that or go heavier into the Wraiths, because I did have improved Wraiths, and I could have spec'd them for armor, because they didn't have anything that shot up that did big hits. He got these marksmen super late, and I don't know why he wasted money on these marksmen. They're just too easily distracted. I had so much stuff on the ground with shorter range. So I just really want to kind of look at this one, because in the moment when I won this game, I didn't understand how. And I'm not sure if there was any other decisions I should have made. My opponent also didn't borrow. It just kind of feels like I didn't win the game, my opponent lost the game. But I kind of want to try this heavy pressure on the sides style, because they didn't even start, like, they played super far back. If I had positioned aggressively, that could have been really problematic for them. But I also had a very slow group, so it's unlikely that I would have done it. But yeah, I just wanted to record this video, kind of talk through it. Usually when I rewatch the white replays, I just kind of do it on my own, but I don't know, this is one of the few times that I've been heavily hit on the sides and with continuous investment. I just thought it was very interesting. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Have a good one.